The Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 is more than just a muscle car. It is a culmination of over 5 decades of American performance philosophy, raw power fused with evolving technology, aggressive design sharpened by aerodynamics, and the relentless pursuit of speed. This is a story of a machine that carries the weight of a legend, a nameplate that traces its roots back to a revolutionary moment in muscle car history. The ZL1 is not simply the top trim of Camaro. It is the pinnacle of what American performance can be. The legend of the ZL1 begins in 1969 with a car that was never meant to exist. Back then, Chevrolet engineers operated within a strict rule book. Officially, GM did not allow engines larger than 6.6 liters in their smaller cars. But the engineers in the shadows of Chevrolet's skunk works had other plans. Through a loophole in GM's internal policies, they managed to slip a race-derived 7.0-liter all-aluminum engine into the Camaro. This engine, coded ZL1, was based on the heart of the Corvette's racing program. It produced horsepower figures far beyond anything the streets had ever seen. Only 69 cars were built. They were brutally fast, impossibly rare, and instantly mythical. Fast forward to the modern era, and the ZL1 still carries that rebellious spirit. When Chevrolet revived the name for the sixth-generation Camaro, it wasn't just about nostalgia. It was a declaration, a statement that the ZL1 would once again stand at the top of Chevrolet's performance world. Under the hood sits a supercharged 6.2-liter LT4 V8, the same engine that powers the C7 Corvette Z06. With 650 horsepower and 650 pound-feet of torque, it transforms a Camaro from a traditional muscle car into a supercar-level weapon. But unlike the early days of muscle cars, where straight-line speed was everything, the modern ZL1 is engineered to dominate both on the drag strip and on the track. Aerodynamics play a major role. The front splitter, the wide grille openings, the heat extractors on the hood, and the aggressive rear diffuser all work together to increase stability and cooling at high speeds. Every vent, every crease, every angle has a purpose. The ZL1 is a car shaped by airflow as much as by power. Inside, the car blends Chevrolet's modern technology with the DNA of a track machine. Recro performance seats hold the driver firmly in place. The flat-bottom steering wheel is trimmed with suede. The heads-up display projects critical information directly into the driver's field of view. And for the first time in Camaro history, the ZL1 offered a 10-speed automatic gearbox co-developed with Ford, shifting faster than most dual-clutch transmissions. But for purists, the 6-speed manual keeps the link between car and driver raw and authentic. What sets the ZL1 apart from its rivals is not just its power, but its balance. Magnetic ride control, one of the most advanced suspension systems ever fitted to an American car, reads the road hundreds of times per second and adjusts damping instantly. The electronic limited slip differential precisely manages torque delivery, and massive Brembo brakes give the ZL1 the stopping power it needs to match its acceleration. The result is a muscle car that behaves like a track-bred sports car, sharp, controlled, and capable of immense cornering force. On the track, the ZL1 becomes something else entirely. The supercharged LT4 roars as it pushes the car down straights with a fury that feels endless. The induction whine, the mechanical growl, and the deep V8 thunder merge into a symphony of American performance. The chassis stays composed even at the edge, allowing the driver to push deeper, brake later, and accelerate harder. It is a machine built for confidence, one that rewards bravery and precision. But the ZL1 isn't only about performance. It's about heritage. It carries the spirit of the original 1969 ZL1, a car born from defiance and ambition. It represents the evolution of American muscle, from primitive brute force machines into sophisticated performance platforms capable of challenging Europe's best on any circuit. It is the story of America refusing to fade into the past, instead redefining itself with every generation. Today, as the automotive world moves into an era of electrification and downsizing, the Camaro ZL1 stands as one of the last great supercharged V8 icons. It is a symbol of a time when engines roared unapologetically, when performance was measured in displacement and boost pressure, and when driving was a physical, emotional experience. The ZL1 is not just a car. It is a final salute to the golden age of internal combustion. The Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 lives on as a masterpiece of raw emotion and engineering discipline, a machine that blends heritage with innovation, a reminder of what American muscle can achieve when unleashed without compromise. And as long as the legend of the Camaro lives, the ZL1 will stand proudly at its peak, loud, fearless, and unforgettable.